Dun 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 dun. We're here, you guys. Say hi, everybody. Steve's
Hey,
rocking his awesome shirt.
I know.
Tarjay.
Jealous, jealous of the shirt. Go
I
Target.
am jealous.
Yeah.
What a
Well,
what a
it's like
find.
an online only thing, and like, because I wanted the shirt, and I looked, all over Amazon and Google Shopping and stuff, and it's like everybody has that, especially Amazon, because they're getting it from like overseas or whatever. But all the like pop culture shirts, they're all this like super thin, shiny, weird material, and it's almost like tracksuit material or something, and it's like I don't want that. I just want like a regular cotton shirt. And then on the Google Shopping, I saw that Target had it in cotton, and I was like, yes.
That's
Um,
awesome.
and then Facebook got me like a couple days ago. They had a one of those ads pop up, and it was a Star Wars shirt, but it says Star Wars, and then it's like Chewie, Han, Leia, and Luke, but they're the like gorillas characters. So it's like
Cool.
That's
like
cool.
Chewie's the one with the backwards hat, like the drummer guy, and like Han's the one with like the janky teeth or whatever. And I was like, I've got to get that shirt.
Very, very cool. Very cool.
Nice.
Hi, Soul Queef is here. Manuel or Manuel. Manuel probably on Facebook. Hi. Thanks you guys for joining us tonight. We love all of our fans, all of our zombies. I think we're gonna we're gonna do things a little bit differently, right? We're switching to like once a month just to make it a little bit more easier for the band to manage, give us a little free time back, and to make it even more special the time that we do spend with you guys. What do we have planned for tonight, Steve?
So tonight, we're gonna do rock band 20 questions.
Okay.
So 20 questions, I think, is
Oh, to like
one.
guess a band?
Yeah. So
Okay, I
20
love that.
easy like to do over. And so we had so this is how I kind of planned it, is we can do it one of two ways, and we can kind of decide that now before we play. But what I did is our patrons got to submit band names. So I went on there and gathered up some band names along with some bands that I picked to flesh it out. I'm not playing, I'm hosting. Hopefully Javi will pop
Okay,
back
so it's
on.
basically like TJ versus Josh then. You're going down, man.
Oh
No,
shit.
it's you guys versus the game.
Wait, we
So
do
like
what now?
if it's basically you guys versus the game. So if Javi comes in, then that just he adds to your team. So
Oh,
basically
we're
how
a
it
team.
Okay.
yeah, it's
Well,
like
we
the
might not want Javi here.
Yeah. You're
Shit.
totally right. All right, so we're going to play 20
basically I'm not
questions. I love 20
it,
questions. We play this on tour a lot,
Mm.
right? On the long road drives. I feel like we've played 20
yeah.
questions before.
So there's here here's let's just go ahead and quickly decide which way you want to do it. I have
Okay.
two ways of playing. One is so basically I have 10 band names and a bonus one. Now we can do the classic way, and for each band name, I'll start with the first one. You have 20 tries to guess that name. Then I'll go to the next one. You got 20 tries. Or what I can do is give you guys 100 questions, and you just go. You have 100 questions to get as many of the 10 as you can within 100 questions. So it's like
That's less questions.
sort of, if you get the first one in 3 questions, you know, where it's like if each one I give you 20 questions, it's you're only
We're just playing the game
it's just
normally.
basically it's gonna be 20 questions for 10 different bands, or I can just give you like a you can see how many you can get if you can get them all before 100 questions. So like maybe the first one you get in 10 questions, and then you're on to the second band name. Maybe that one takes 20, or you can pass if you don't feel like you're.
So how do we both guess though?
So
Do we like
basically,
take
you're
turns
just-
guessing?
Yeah, you're gonna rotate. So like,
So
Mm.
I do a guess and then he does a guess, and so we're collectively trying to guess the band.
then if Javi joins in time for the game, then it'll just kind of go in a circle. Like
Okay.
Josh, you, Javi. But here's where the fan or the viewers come in. They can also submit questions in the chat, and then you can choose to use their questions.
Okay, but can they also guess the band? Or no? Do we want them to not do that? 'Cause
yeah, they can guess.
so
and if-
everybody's playing. Okay. But like what if they're the patron that submitted the band? Then they're going to know.
Oh,
Uh,
shit.
well, no, they don't know which one.
No, you're right.
That's true.
Yeah,
All
they
right,
don't-
Josh, what are you thinking? Do you want to do the 100 or do you want to do 20 per band?
Well, I'm still confused as to where's the leverage at on which option. Like,
There's not really. It's just kind of two ways to play the game. We can either just do one at a time and give you 20 questions, or you can make it this like see how many you can get in 100 questions sort of thing. Rather than doing all 10, you can see if you can get all 10 in 100.
yeah,
questions.
Yeah, otherwise you would
that
get
might,
200 questions total.
yeah.
Like 20 per band and there's 10 bands. So like you're basically like making it a little bit harder, I guess.
Yeah.
Do
it's
we
more
have faith
challenge.
and we know our music?
I don't know. Like I was thinking like
Yeah.
are these going to be like predictable like bands that our fans like, or are they going to be like off the wall bands that we've never heard of?
Mm.
You know?
Well, I can tell you that only one patron submitted.
Okay.
And he submitted like
A bunch of bands.
bands, so I just picked a few out of there.
Okay.
I picked ones that I felt like we all have listened to and could pick out. But the only stipulation is they're all rock bands. But that's
Okay.
part of the game is you got a question could be the decade or whatever, like, or the subgenre, like that's
No, but
So-
20 questions, they have to be yes or no questions. Isn't that part of the game?
right. But you would
Yes.
say, was this band?
Yes.
Did this band were they at their peak in the 80s? That would be a question, a yes or no question, and that kind of
Okay.
narrows down
Okay.
like a timeline of like, okay, well, clearly it wasn't Nirvana because they didn't.
Peak in the 80s.
So
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. So what do you think? Josh, what should we do?
Let's do the 100.
Let's do the 100. All right.
Hard mode.
Hard
Okay.
mode. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what's it called in a video game? Not hard mode. Like survival mode.
Yeah.
On
Or-
Nightmare mode.
nightmare
Classic.
mode.
Mm,
I think
Yeah,
every
new
game
game
has
plus.
every game has the different one.
yeah.
Different
That
mode. Hardcore mode. Yeah.
Hardcore.
Hardcore
yeah.
mode.
But yeah, but this is how like the fan or the chat playing works is you can use their guesses or
go.
questions as yours.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
the chat, feel free to spam questions, like ask questions. Feel free to spam the band name if you think that's it. But it's up to you guys to choose those to use as your questions. But know that if you use a chat question and they're wrong, that counts against one of your questions. So
You do have a pen and paper
it's all how much do you
to like
trust.
tally.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've got the band names written down and I have paper to tally.
I trust the fans. I trust you guys. I want to say hi to a couple more people who have joined us. Bobby, Nathan. Hi.
Hey.
Yeah, so we're going to play 20 questions. Well, 100 questions, I guess. We're going to play 20 questions, the hardcore deathmatch mode, or Soul Queef said God mode, which that I don't know
Yeah.
what game that's from, but that sounds
They-
accurate.
yeah, back in the day, they used to do that. I think Doom had that where
God
it's like
mode.
invincibility.
Isn't that like
Well,
you
that would
can't
actually
die?
be
That's
awesome.
easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah.
Ability.
Yeah, I'm used to there being like an easy mode. Like with Kirby, I think they call it like friendship mode. Like I don't know something like that.
Yeah,
You
we're
said you
playing
got
like
the new
there's
Kirby game, right?
Huh?
you said you got the new Kirby game, right?
Oh yeah, I beat it already. It took me
Dude,
like a week. It was fun. It's a cute game.
It's like it makes you totally want to go back and like find all the little
All the
dudes.
things. Yes, yes. The little Weedles. Isn't that what
Yeah.
they're called? So cute.
The only thing that sucks is the 2-player. Like, I feel bad for whoever's second player because they're just a Weedle and they can't really do anything.
Oh, I should make Jordan play with me. I've never played with 2 players. This is just kind of my thing.
I mean, it kind of works for playing with kids if you have kids that can play, or
Yeah,
Ada.
they can just like pretend to kind of button mash.
Yeah, so she was Weedle, and it kind of kept warping her back to me because like she's not a gamer, so I'm like, that works.
Love it. Love it.
That's awesome.
All right. So, do y'all want to get started with the game?
I don't know. I was thinking we could wait a little bit, see if we can get some more people in the chat.
Okay.
Do we want to do and to see if Javi is able to jump on? I know he's
He's got to
in
put
the-
his kid to bed.
all that. So
All right. Well, let's see. We skipped last week, so now we're doing these once a month, and I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be a lot more fun, and it's going to give us some time. I'm going to be in Nashville in like 2 weeks to record my vocal parts for like 4 of our new songs.
All of them.
And
do them all in 4 days.
no, I'm not. Oh, no way. No. And I'm trying to learn piano parts, and I'm going to be recording some piano while I'm there. I can't wait to hear what you guys did with the drums and the guitars, right? That's all done. Did you guys do every song or just the 4?
No, all the songs are done with drums.
Yeah.
Half the songs are done on bass, and 2 songs are done on guitar.
Are you going to finish the other 2 before I do
No.
vocals?
The 2 days before you get down, so Monday, Tuesday, I'll probably go in and finish bass. So bass will be done on everything.
Nice.
It's just been hard with Brian being out of town, and then Javi can pretty much only go
Do
in on
weekends.
weekend.
Yeah.
And then you're doing this weekend, so or that weekend, so he'll have to wait until September, or I don't know. I might have to do some of it if it.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense too, but that's cool. Things are happening, you guys. Like we're making a record. It's a big deal. This is like a big moment for us. Like it's been years in the making. And then like we've been a band for like 10, 11 years. And I literally was just Jordan was sitting in bed watching YouTube of us, of the Warped Tour videos and the live videos that we have, like back when like Corey was still in the band and Brandon was still in the band and stuff like that. And I was like, oh my God, like we are so different now. Like we're such, I don't know. We're like older, wiser, like that, you know, like better. Like I love our music though. I mean, obviously I'm not meaning like the music is better, but like just our live, like we're just like so much more put together than we were back then.
Rock and roller.
We've like grown.
20 questions. Yeah, it's been a long time, and
My
the
hair looks
album
different.
sounding good, and yeah, there's bunch of obstacles, but I don't know. I feel good about all of it. I think the music sounds amazing. I'm not worried about it, and it's funny, like
I'm ready for it to be like done out in the world and like see what people think of it and like just have that thing again to like reinvigorate our excitement because it's been so long since we've had something new to put out and like that's like a fully complete, like we put out singles here and there, but it's not like the same, I don't think, as putting out an album being like, this is our piece of work that we've poured all this energy into, you know?
exactly.
Yeah.
And it's a passion project, and like I messaged you guys about it, but I've been watching. I've got 2 episodes left, but on Disney Plus they have a documentary series about Industrial Light and Magic, and which if you don't know, ILM is a special effects studio for Hollywood that George Lucas created, and it's pretty much the top tier special effects studio in the world. I mean, they've done everything. I mean, it started out as he built it from scratch to do this first Star Wars movie, but I mean, since then, they've done everything from like Ghostbusters, Back to the Future, Jurassic Park, you know,
Yeah, they're
Terminator.
like the standard, like the
They're the top of the top, and a lot of the stuff, man. I This last episode, I learned stuff that I didn't know at all. Like, say what you want about George Lucas and what he's done with Star Wars recently, but that dude's an innovator. Like, so he started this company, but from ILM, that's where Pixar came from. They invented uh, the Pixar.
like CGI.
Yeah, it was a Pixar machine. They used it to create digital images, and they created that computer. And a few of the guys at ILM, they just wanted to make animated cartoons, and they only wanted to do cartoons. So George Lucas sold that machine and those guys and the rights and all to Steve Jobs, and that's how Pixar was created, was through ILM. They also
Wow.
invented Photoshop. It was the guys at ILM who created like the at-home software for photo editing. So they've
No
done all
way,
kinds
that's
of crazy
crazy.
stuff.
Yeah.
But the thing that I was taking from it, as far as we go and our perspective, is just a lot of the people that work there, the early guys that work in there, they're talking about all the struggles and the hurdles they had and the budget constraints, and like it's like, oh, we want to do this thing but we don't have the tools for it, or we started this thing and it broke, and we had and they're just like talking about like nothing good just happens and goes smoothly. It's like you're gonna fail. Things are gonna fall apart. They aren't gonna go your way. But you just kind of got to tackle it, and you just persevere and keep trying and trying.
Yeah.
And but for them, they didn't care because they just loved doing it so much that they went there every day and worked 18 hours and did like meet a deadline or something because they had the joy of it. And then in doing that, they create this amazing thing that nobody's ever seen before. And so same with George Lucas and the first Star Wars as well. Like they had so many financial things and so many things didn't go right and overseas, and but a big thing with him is, you know, different studios and production companies were like, oh, we don't want you doing this or blah blah blah, but he had a vision. He's like, no, this is how I want it to be. So if you can't make this, I'm just gonna make my own studio and I'm just gonna do it, because he had a vision. And I think for us, it's like we have a vision of what this record wants. We want it to sound like. What we have vision for the songs. We have vision for us, and maybe things haven't always worked out how we want it to, but we're nose to the grindstone and we're figuring it out. We met Brian. We got Brown Owl. We're gonna meet people to do strings and different things on it to make it
Nice.
cool. And
Yeah.
yeah, I'm pumped. And the acoustic is finally going to be done. We had to pass it along to somebody else to mix, but
I'm
they're
excited
mixing.
about that too. I thought that we
Mhm.
had finished more songs though. And you were like,
There,
it's
wa-
5
there
songs. I'm
was
like, oh, I
there
thought.
was a 6 to 1,
Uh
but
huh.
we're just no.
No. Okay.
We're just gonna do 5. This thing is taking way too long, and Bo's pretty much said he can't do anything else.
Yeah.
And
Well,
other
so
guy-
exciting news. An acoustic EP is gonna finally be available on online, right?
for the patrons for now.
Yeah, and just for patrons.
I mean, it will eventually go to everyone, but we sort of need to figure out the semantics of how we want to do that around trying to promote a new record and releasing new singles off of full length and all that.
Okay, well, I don't think it's going to hurt anything by putting it all online at all. But that's just me. Maybe we can get some help with that. Just because I do feel like it's going to be a while before we're ready to like release a new single. So it's like, why not just drop something now and in a couple of months drop a new single?
As
I think it's going to be a couple months before we're ready.
Just drop the whole thing, but
Yeah, that's what I thought we were going to do. Like,
our new single for the new record, we're shooting for the end of October. That's why I don't want to conflict with that.
I think
No.
I just, well, I don't know why we always hash out business live. I'm sorry, guys. This is just what we have to talk about because we never see each other. But we can talk later. Josh, what do you want to do? Let's leave it up to Josh.
Ooh, sheesh. I don't know. Get it out there. I don't know.
There you go.
No. I mean, we spent a lot of blood, sweat, and tears on that little acoustic.
We so did though. Like, there's like some cool percussion on it. Like, I sang the vocals in my bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Frequencies sounds
I feel like
cool.
we've been working on it forever, but the songs do sound
Yeah.
really unique and different and cool. And I think let's just throw it out. Let's just put it all, just boom. Here's an acoustic EP and then a couple. And guess what? Full length is on the way. I think that's the best promotion that we could get because we're already going to get some traction from having that. That's my opinion though. And I don't know. What do I know? And I think we should make a short run of CDs and just sell just a very limited amount. Like, I think you can make like 100 CDs on disc makers or something for like not a lot of money.
Yeah, that's what JT's asking.
Release it all now. Release it all. All
Release
of it. Hey, if you're a patron,
Yeah.
you've already heard all of them, right? Not the final
everything.
ones.
Frequencies, yeah. Everything but Frequencies.
Everything but frequencies. And
If you're a patron, you can hear the whole new record.
so
right
you can
now.
hear the whole new record, all the demos of all the new stuff. It's not going to be like it's obvious, finished, quality, version. But if you want to hear where we're going, the directions, the ideas we have, the subject matter, like it's all out there if you're a patron. So, and thank you to every single one of you who are our supporters and our patrons. We do everything because of you guys, and you guys are the reason we continue to exist and continue to make music and records and music videos. And it's, we're so grateful to you guys. So thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, let's give Javi a few more minutes, and then we'll jump into the game.
Oh,
So
Steve,
while we
wait, hold on 1 second. Steve Derry says he has your book and he's on chapter 5 already.
Nice.
Nice.
You, Steve Derry. I don't think I can see that. He must be on Facebook.
He's on Facebook. Yes.
Yeah, I can't
So,
see
yes. I'm going
Thank
to totally admit that I haven't started reading the book yet, but I'm going to. If I don't have any time, I'm bringing it on the plane with me to Nashville. If I don't find time within the next 2 weeks. Cuz I
No,
really
that's-
want to read it all in one sitting cuz it sounds like it's kind of heavy.
It
So-
is.
Yeah, this came in
Oh,
the mail, but
Yay!
I haven't started reading it yet either, but I'm gonna start this.
Oh, Javi says he's here in spirit. So if we do start the game, Javier can comment some stuff. So Army of 100 Sheep, you guys, he's this is Javi on Twitch. And you guys know Javi's always releasing Army of 100 Sheep material. So he's recently released a couple new solo singles. So make sure you check that out. Spider One 1981 had already read the book and said it's a great read.
Awesome. Thank you.
Nice.
That is really nice. I appreciate that. And I know some of you have popped reviews up there. I appreciate that. I mean, all of that helps. It helps with sales. Like, even if you don't write out a review, just a rating or whatever, a 1 to 5
I'm
star
not.
rating.
No, 1 star. No, I'm just joking.
I have to read it first, Steve.
I'm gonna read
Yeah.
it first.
Even if you write a bad review, like, it still
Terrible.
helps. It just shows
Wait.
that people are purchasing and interacting with it. So
Remember, like our first YouTube video ever, and somebody was like, "Terrible."
yeah, exactly. If you could go on there and just
Oh man.
help out, and then he was covered in shit.
All of a sudden, they're covered in shit. Now, see, it's just blowing my mind how long we've been a band, and we do have you guys to thank for it. All the fans. Not to make any of you feel old, but there's 2012 was 10 years ago, and it seems like crazy. Like, Scene was big, Studded Belts, the hair, all of the stuff, and I'm like, that's kind of like where we came from. And now we're like this is just like a whole new world. We're a decade later. Isn't that wild? So it's going to
Yeah.
be the record.
Yeah.
I feel like is going to be like the adult, polished, like in your face, like just mature, like professional, like all these things, like all wrapped into one. Like we're not like kids anymore, you know? We know what we want and we know how to get it and we know how to express ourselves now. And like I feel like everything leading up to this point was us all figuring all of that out.
Right.
And we
What's up,
luckily got
Aaron?
to do that while we were like touring the country and playing Warp Tour and like doing all these incredible things and meeting all of you guys. And it's just really shaped us into what we are today. And it's like, it's really cool to think about how much we've done.
Yeah.
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 And we're still
Uh,
around.
I knew we'd have some more people in here. We got Victor in now, and
Victor, hello.
so for all of you who weren't on earlier, we're gonna play a game tonight, and it's Rock Band 20 questions. So I've got a list of 10 rock bands that I picked and patrons picked, and TJ, Josh, and Javi are going to try to guess these bands. But how you can play along is in the chat. Feel free to spam and ask questions. And these all have to be yes or no questions. I can only answer yes or no. And then, so feel free to ask questions in the chat or guess the band. And TJ and Josh can choose to use your questions or your guesses as theirs to count against their tally. So you guys will be kind of almost, I don't know, a lifeline for them as we play
Yeah,
the
your
game.
phone a friend.
Yeah.
Your phone a friend. We're the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire people.
But we're playing as
I feel like it's an old reference now. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, everyone's
Right.
probably like, "What the
Yeah.
fuck is that? What is? What's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?" Remember when that guy, the first guy, won, and how big of a deal that was?
He like called his dad, remember, and like said, "Hey,
He
I'm
knew
about
the
to win a
answer.
million."
He
Yeah,
already knew the
used
answer.
Phone a friend.
This-
Yeah, that
I
was
had
crazy.
goosebumps thinking about it.
know.
I remember watching it on TV because that's what everyone did because no one had the internet.
Yeah.
You were like, that was what you did with your parents on a Friday night is you watched fucking,
2 months later, he was in poverty because he spent it all.
Really?
No, I don't know.
Oh God.
I
I mean,
just feel like
like
$1
$1 million is not that much
It's,
money.
it's not that much
not
money.
hard.
After taxes, it's like a few, 400,000 or
I have to
500,000.
buy a car and then
Yeah.
get over again.
All right, well, let's play this game. And
But
so,
anyway, so
we're-
as Alex said with hardcore mode and Soul Queef said as God mode, we're doing it a little bit more challenging where we're going to have 100 questions. Josh and TJ get 100 questions to guess as many of these 10 bands as they can. And they can keep, but it's going in order. They can guess and guess until they get one, and then when they get that one, then they start asking for the next one. But they can choose to pass if they want as well. It's if you're 18, 20, 25 questions in and you still haven't got it, you can pass the next one if you want. So you don't burn through
okay.
questions.
And with 20 questions, they have to be yes or no questions.
Yes.
So, like, the first question can be, like, are they...
Stop. Do you want to start?
Oh, let's just start. Let's just start. Let's just start.
Okay.
You start, so it'll be TJ then Josh, and if Javi's able to pop in later, then we'll get him into the rotation.
Okay, so I'm go ahead with the questions. Okay. This question seems super obvious, but I feel like it's really going to narrow down the bands. So we're on band number 1. My first question is, do they have a female lead singer?
No.
Okay. Now it's
So Josh.
Josh's turn, right?
Yeah.
Are they more than a 3-piece?
Sounds like you're talking about chicken. 3-piece and a biscuit.
McNugget.
Are they more than a 3-piece?
Are
He
they-
has to
are
Google
they-
it. He doesn't even probably even know. That's a good question.
What? They are.
No, well, let
Yes or
me
no?
double check on the rotation. I'm gonna have
Well, it's
we
obvious.
stumped him already. Way to go, Josh.
this whole
Yes.
time I'm gonna have to be Wikipediaing too. So just because I mean I know a lot of these bands' music, but I don't know some of these.
The lineups.
Well, it's not. It's not an obvious.
So they must
three-piece
not
then.
be
We know
super
that much.
famous then.
Yeah,
See, we're
Man.
gonna start asking questions. We're gonna.
I'm gonna say your question was are they more than a 3-piece?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say no.
Ooh, so they could be a 2-piece,
Currently,
Or they could be a
they're-
3-piece.
Currently,
or they
are
could be a
not
3-piece.
more than a 3-piece.
Okay.
Is it Blink 182?
Currently?
Wait, are you already guessing?
Am I not allowed to guess? Okay. I
Or,
thought
but if
I thought that was a
yes,
question.
It's against your question.
Oh,
Hey, the
I don't-
answer to TJ's question is no, it's not.
Okay,
Blink-182.
okay. That's all I wanted to know. And
So now-
Doolin, you can't just ask who
So-
is in the band. You have to ask yes or no questions.
Who's the lead singer?
You have to ask yes or no questions. That's the challenge of 20 questions. It has to be yes or no questions. They have to figure out what band we're trying to guess. And instead of 20 questions per band, we only have 100 questions so it's basically 10 questions. Shit.
Okay,
I just
Yeah,
realized that's really hard.
yeah. Let me phrase this to the chat here. So,
We already lost our one life.
So yeah, Doolin and JT, I'm the host here. I'm the one answering the questions, and I can only answer yes or no. So
Yes.
when you say JT, what decade was their height? I can't answer that yes or no. You should rephrase that is was their peak in the 90s? Or
He
was
just
their
said,
peak-
was their peak in the 80s?
Yeah, I see corrected that. But for everyone else in the chat, that would be how you would phrase that question.
All right, whose turn is it? It's Josh, because I just wasted
It's
a
Josh.
question.
Josh, can
Okay.
you see chat?
Yeah, I can see Twitch.
Okay.
That's
okay,
where
yeah.
most people are anyway.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so they're not currently a 3-piece, or they're not, or they can't. Holy crap!
You
Are
asked
they?
the question, are they more than a 3-piece?
Yes, and you said no, not currently. I'm picking out every little tidbit that they could have been at one time, and now are they? Wait, so it's already established these are all rock bands.
Yes, it's all rock.
Okay. Were they big in the 90s?
Yes.
Oof.
TJ.
Are all their members currently living?
I mean,
That nobody is like famous. Is anyone in the band famously dead?
no.
Okay. That's what I mean, I guess. Like we would know. Right? So it's not like it
Yeah,
eliminates a couple bands from the 90s.
Well, yeah. The hard thing was a lot of this is a lot of bands they rotate members, so
Mhm.
it's like
Okay, so this band has rotated members.
Oh.
oh man, this. All right, this is tough.
Do they
And-
have
Here, let me.
We're going to start asking easier questions. We have to ask easier questions, Josh.
No,
Well, I was gonna-
the problem is like the semantics of things. So like when you say big, it's like
so I kind of have
Are
an
they
idea.
known as like a
I'm gonna say
90s
no.
band?
I'm gonna say no. They were not big in the 90s.
Ah, damn. So I sort of maybe had something that well,
It's
it could
this is
still
so
apply.
This is definitely harder for me because I gotta
Do they have more?
think this
Do they have
because
more than two guitarists?
no.
Kind of threw out one of my guesses.
Okay,
possibly.
so one guitarist.
Well, they could have two. I just asked if they had more than two, which would have narrowed it down quite a bit. But
Are they punk?
No.
are they? Is their music very anthemy? I don't know how to ask that. I don't know how to put into words what I'm trying to ask. But like loud. I mean, that's not a very good
Define
question.
anthemy. Do you have? Can you ask? give
Like,
example or
oh, man. It's so hard to. Do they? Oh wait, I'm gonna just change my question. Do they? Do they use
This is
weird
going
sounds sometimes? Like weird, like
Experimental.
synthesized sounds sometimes.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay, my second guess is out.
Okay,
Well,
so
just 8 questions.
we've used 8 questions.
Wow.
Do you wanna just do the 20 per band?
We might
I feel
need
like
to.
it's gonna be
Yeah. This is hard.
We might need to, because I didn't realize it was like only 10 per band. This is gonna literally take up more than 2 hours too, if at this rate. Do they have long hair?
No.
Okay, so it's
Yeah,
not Metallica.
There's some questions in the
The
chat.
Metallica would have been popular in the 90s.
Yeah.
Still, I think.
And the long hair.
Yeah. Okay. So
And they use some
Jack,
sound
we're
effects in some of their
reverting-
songs too, like
and-
the bells and stuff.
It is correct.
Yeah.
This is definitely harder for me, but we're reverting back to that. We're doing 20 questions, standard 20
We
questions.
didn't even last that
Each
long.
band gets 20, and we'll just go. I think it will become like the further
Easier?
it'll get easier
Okay.
because you'll kind of get the hang of it. You'll know what questions to ask.
Okay.
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 And just keep this in mind for the future. If you guess wrong on the band now, that doesn't mean that that band isn't a band later.
Got it.
We guessed one band so far.
We
so-
know. I think we've
we'll
guessed like
know.
3 bands. Okay, so I said, do they have long hair? The answer was no. So it's Josh's turn for a question.
Yes.
Okay, then I'm just going to kind of off of my first question. Are they currently a 3-piece?
Yes.
Currently a 3-piece.
The only 3-piece band I know is Alkaline Trio, but they've never not been a 3-piece. So, it.
Yeah.
Do I listen to them? Do I like this band?
Very. I don't know how to answer that.
Shit. Has this band been on the radio?
Yes.
Was I got a was the 80s question a yes or no? I can't remember. If they were
That wasn't an official question.
Oh.
You
But it
have
was-
to ask the chat's questions for them.
Oh, okay.
Because
So I'm gonna
otherwise
say
they'd be blasting questions and you go through 20 questions in an instant.
Yeah.
They're
Okay.
they're trying to convince you to, or
Okay.
get you guys help. So you look at the chat and see if you like.
Okay. Well, that's what. Okay, so they weren't that popular in the '90s. I'll ask JT's question: were they popular before the '90s?
No.
Okay, so it's 2000s.
Yeah. See, now you're narrowing it down. Like,
Is it
And they're
Lincoln
current-
Park? No, because because we already asked the question. Okay. That doesn't
What?
count.
I should have struck you for that one.
That doesn't count. That doesn't count. Does one of the members play the piano?
No.
Shit. This is hard.
So a three-piece that wasn't that popular in the '90s was popular in the 2000s. Man,
It's not.
does yeah, no, and they were popular
Yes.
in the '90s too, and they've always been a three-piece. Does the singer play guitar?
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like that's one of those things that like would be an easy question. So it's making me think, Josh, here,
Yeah,
this is me
okay.
and you. It's making me
Okay.
think that Steve doesn't really know this band very well. So I don't think it's like one of his favorite bands.
Okay.
And I'm thinking like it's not rock,
Varying genres. I mean, they're all rock bands, but you could try to.
but I think they're maybe
rock,
not like
punk
straightforward.
rock,
Well, you
active
said they're
rock.
not punk though.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying that there's a lot of different types of rock. You can try to narrow that down.
So Javi actually posted one of my guesses, but I don't know if I should go for it.
No, because they one of them plays a piano in that band.
Okay.
Is that the band that you're thinking of? That's why I asked
I'm
that question.
assuming. Yeah.
No, Doolin, we have not got the first.
No, we haven't got the first band yet. Oh.
We made a few 10 bands.
Does this
but
band play in arenas?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, man, I mean, like I don't know.
But they're not female fronted. They don't have long hair. There's
There's only-
no
There's
no
only
piano.
so many three pieces that play in arenas, and another one I'm thinking, besides the one you already mentioned, could technically be a four-piece. You know?
Are you thinking with hired?
Yeah. I mean, they give him credit now, but the original lineup is three-piece. Most of the posters would show just three of them.
Yeah. I
But
mean,
they would have been popular in the 90s, so that defeats that.
I don't know. Do you want to take a guess? You get 5 more questions with this band.
Why is this
Yeah.
so hard? Ugh. It's your
There's
turn,
a-
right, Josh?
In the chat.
Yeah.
So they
Did you
Oh,
you asked if they were punk, didn't you?
I
can't
did.
remember- I can't remember what the answer was.
the answer was no.
It's not punk. You think that would narrow it down? Like, what three-piece arena band is not punk? You know?
Well, I
And
mean,
it's-
I can think of a few, and
Current
I mean, obviously, Javi said one, but you know that's wrong.
Okay, because that was the only one that I was kind of leaning towards. But yeah, that's not.
There-
I have a
few.
question.
Yeah.
Are
That-
they
well-
Can I skip Josh?
I'll pass and yeah to you.
Can
Wait,
I
I-
s-
Can you pass? I don't know.
You said I could pass. You said
I'm
that.
just going to text you my question so you can ask it.
Okay.
Are we really going to be that petty or are you just going to let me ask my fucking question?
You're a team.
Can I ask?
Yeah.
Okay. Are they American?
Yes.
Okay, I thought that was gonna narrow it down, but it didn't. But at least now we know it's not like a British or like obscure band.
Yeah. Man.
You
It's
can
so hard.
you can always go to the chat in there's
The chat has some.
so Javi, every band is in the rock genre.
In the rock umbrella.
Yeah.
Rock umbrella. I asked if they were female fronted, it was no. I asked if they were punk, it was no. They don't have long hair. They have been on the radio. They are currently a 3-piece. The singer plays guitar. There are no piano, though.
Like,
Are they progressive at all?
no, I wouldn't consider them. If we're thinking the same thing, you mean like
I know it's such an open-ended.
And also a lot of the bands that I'm like thinking of, they've had the same members for a long time.
were you basing that off of Soul Queef's question? Oh, he's in YouTube. You can't see him. Soul Queef, pop over to Twitch.
Are they? Well, I'll ask their question. Are they heavy or fast rock, like metal, or hardcore metal? Steve, this should be like an easy yes or no.
I would not consider. I consider
Oh
heavy
my
rock different
God.
than hardcore metal. I consider those different things. Like heavy can be one thing. You can be heavy and not be metal.
Are they heavy?
Yes.
Okay. So I think
Okay.
Doolin, that eliminates your guess because I would
Okay,
not consider them.
You have one more
Heavy.
question, and then you have.
Then we
Then
have
you-
to. That's it. Then we lost.
Oh man. I like don't even know what else to ask. They're heavier. They're not progressive, but that's a kind of a tough question because there's like I don't know. Singer plays guitar.
Wait, but they're not punk. I keep thinking of like, oh, it's this band, and then I'm like, nope.
I think you should. No, I can't say anything. I can't give hints.
You guys, all right, just come on, just one more question, Josh. Like I don't think we're gonna get it,
I know.
and I just want to know who the band is, so we can
I know.
admit that Steve is really bad at giving the clues of answering the questions. It's gonna be like a punk 3-piece, and
Do
it's
they
gonna be like a
write-
punk 4-piece, and we're gonna be like, we were way off because you're sucking at answering our questions.
Do
Okay.
they have any like themed albums?
No.
Okay, then I have no.
Okay, so before you guess, I highly suggest that you look at the chat, and then
Is it in the chat?
and then maybe consult teammates.
Like via text message or just like
No, like consult your teammate.
Okay. in the chat?
Whatever.
Or we just
You guys,
Wait. Let me see.
Hobby asked if it's Chevelle.
and
Yeah.
is it Chevelle?
Okay.
Okay.
Chevelle.
There nobody knows Chevelle as like a famous 3-piece.
They're a 3-piece
And they play arenas?
right now.
Yeah, they played arenas, and they were huge in the early 2000s. They won Grammy for the.
You're reading that
well,
off
they were
Wikipedia. You didn't even know.
They were nominated. No, well, they won in 2000. They won Hard Music Album.
Dude, that was 22 years ago. So I was thinking, I think, Josh, here's what we need to do is we need to be more specific with the questions, because when I said arena, I was thinking like right now arena, which Chevelle, there's
I
no
was kind
way.
of thinking that too. Yeah.
Right?
Well, no, here's
So I was instantly thinking Green Day, Foo Fighters,
Yeah, like
something like
somebody
that.
who's headlining the arena, not like the opener for like a bigger band in an arena, which Chevelle probably is more so today.
well, back then when Send the Pain Below
Yeah.
blew, they were headlining arenas.
Ye-
What
Yeah.
I'm saying,
Were
this is
they?
what you all
I
should
never really
do.
thought of them as that big.
But we'll
but
be more
is what
specific.
you
Like,
all-
are they
Yeah, more
headlining
specific.
arenas currently?
currently.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, specific in your questions, but okay, so a podcast I listen to, they play this game, but they do it with video games. And their strategy is, here's something to consider. They start out broad with the questions
Okay.
and get more specific as you go on. So they start out with like, okay, the decade. Once they have the
Okay.
decade, then it's
Well, I
kinda
thought I
like,
was being broad with
narrative.
asking if it's female fronted. I should.
mean, that's
I should.
that's fairly broad, yeah.
That's pretty
So-
broad.
Mhm.
That'll
Yeah, so
eliminate a
like
lot of bands and make it
frame,
easier.
Time frame, genre, yeah, like
Okay.
yeah, like member put together. Those are broad things. You start with those, and then once you kind of know, okay, this band was in the 90s, they were a grunge band, then you can sort of get more specific
Okay.
in a way.
Okay. Next band. Fuck it. Let's go.
Yeah.
Bam.
Let's
We
go.
got this, Josh. We got this.
Yeah.
Javi
next
is playing
one,
with us in spirit. And I just want to say hi to Raul on Facebook and Jim. A couple other people have joined in the chat. We are playing 20 questions, band edition. We're trying to guess bands with yes or no questions. We only get 20. We fucked up the first round, and we are here for redemption.
Avi got it. He got it on the 20th.
Oh, wait. So does that mean we won?
Oh, so we got
Yeah,
it.
you got that one because
Oh,
Javi
okay.
got it.
Because Javi got it.
Yeah, he
Hmm.
knew at question 19, but I let Josh. Okay, so this next one I'm gonna throw up a softball. This is an easy one. I'm gonna skip down and give you guys an easier one.
I hope we get it.
Just for
'cause if we
morale.
don't- Yeah.
Is
Just
it
morale, then we'll
fastball? Because you said I'm going to throw you a softball. Is it fastball? No. That's a seriously underrated band, you guys. Just saying. Fastball.
Oh,
Fastball.
Never heard of him.
Never heard of them. Yes, you have.
I don't.
They're
I
the
don't
best
know if I
90s
know.
band that you don't remember.
Hmm.
Oh,
Was
okay.
I out of my head? Was I out of my mind? How could
Oh,
I have
yeah.
ever been so blind?
See, that was one of those things I didn't know who.
They have, where were they going without ever knowing the way? Anyone could see the road that they walk on is paved with gold.
Wow. Yeah, those are big
Na-na-na-na.
hits.
Those are bangers, man. So I'm telling
Yeah.
you. All right. And now
right.
our video is going to get taken
Josh,
down because of
Josh.
copyright. But Sarah's here as well. Thank you for joining us, Sarah. We know it's super late where you are. We appreciate you guys. I mean, a couple of you guys are watching from overseas. So thank you for that. Thank you, our patrons, for supporting us. We are on to band number 2, 20 questions, band edition, Nearly Deads. Let's go.
All right, Josh.
Okay.
You start this one.
Is it a 3-piece?
No.
Good. So that narrows it down.
Are they a currently actively touring band?
Yes.
Do they currently play arenas?
Yes.
Do they have any females in the band?
No.
Does the singer play guitar?
Yes.
Is the so this is a hard is there anyone in the band who is more famous than the singer? Is this band known for anyone besides their lead singer?
Okay, that's two different
Mm,
questions.
okay, go ahead.
Do you want me to answer both of them?
No, no, just answer the first one. I feel like I was just like clarifying my question with that one though. Like, do they have a famous bassist? You know, like is that anybody else in the band like a famous drummer or a famous bassist? Like, is anybody else, any other member of the band like notable?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, but that wasn't specific to what member it was.
It
No.
wasn't specific.
Do they have a pretty famous drummer?
Yes.
Is it Foo Fighters?
Yes.
That's what I was.
Yay!
Yeah.
Hey,
Nice.
guys.
I was gonna ask, does the singer also play drums? But
Wow. Rest in peace,
Yeah.
Taylor Hawkins.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
That one was easy. All right. Yay!
nice. Yeah, morale is up.
Yes.
What do you guys have currently scoring? I was just like, I'll say yes because in general they were currently.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna give you another softball.
Sorry, we worship the Foo Fighters here at the Nearly Dead. So basically, every band we're just gonna assume is Foo Fighters. So, all right, now that we've got them out of the way, this opens the door. This actually was a good idea to get them out of the way because I feel like we're gonna be thinking of them for every other like big rock band. Now we won't have to. Maybe there'll be some obscure
I'm doing
bands.
another softball just to keep the morale up.
Okay.
Let the questioning begin. Javi. Javi typed the first question.
If he's paying attention.
He just gave us a little confetti.
Celebratory.
Watching. And chat, go ahead and throw some questions in too.
Also, JT says, stop asking if they're three-piece. Ask if they're more than three.
But then there's 4-piece, 5-piece, like 3-piece is pretty like you're gonna know. There's only besides Chevelle, you're gonna know that there's only a few.
See, that's some obscure ass trivia that it's like I would not know how many members are in Chevelle and like
Well, that's what I'm saying. I feel like typically you know if they're a 3-piece.
All right, we got Javi's.
Is no, they are not metal or hard rock.
All right, who's next?
And I think Josh. Here's the thing, JT. I think Josh has a good point because it's like there's only so many 3-piece rock bands, so that kind of narrows it down. I think that's a good question, Josh.
Okay.
All right.
I'm just saying.
I won't ask that
Don't
next.
feel shame, Josh. You can use that one.
Okay, sorry. I didn't mean to question shame you. Okie dokie.
Who's after Hawk?
You can go.
Go ahead.
Okay, so they're not metal or harder. Are they punk?
Yes.
I know what I want to ask now. Are they punk? I mean, it's hard because you can't ask what decade they're from. You can't just be like, what decade are they from? You have to like narrow it down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Have they been around for more than 20 years? So 2000s or earlier?
More than 20 years. So less than 20 years would mean there are only 2000s and current. More than 20 years would mean they existed before the 2000s.
Yeah.
So your question was, have they been around for longer than 20 years? The answer is yes.
Okay. Yeah, that helps. Also makes me feel old. So that eliminates a couple pre 2000s.
Okay.
But we don't know if they're still around. They might be.
Javi asked if the lead singer is blonde. I'll have to look at some pictures here. I don't think so. No. Lead singer is not blonde.
Do they have more than one lead singer?
Yes.
Okay.
Did we already ask if they were punk or no?
Yeah, they are punk.
They're punk. They have 2 lead singers. Pre-2000. Is it Taking Back Sunday? They're not punk. Okay. I'm talking out loud, or what? That was my question.
Yeah.
That was my question. Fine. I wouldn't say they were punk. Sorry, guys. I wasted a question.
Hey,
Ooh.
so you have Twitch, right? If you do, you should pop over to that.
No,
so
their question is really good. That's a good question.
I can't see it. Is it Javi's turn,
It
or is he?
he can just chime in whenever, and you guys can choose to.
Okay.
Or I'll just look when he chimes in. I'll count it.
I was.
No worries, Soakly. If TJ can see your questions, then.
I can see your questions.
Okay, well, you could ask their questions because I can't see them.
Is their band name one word?
How do I answer this?
I think
I know
just
because
think
it's
I
Blink
know now.
182.
It has to be Blink 182.
Did we
I
get
was gonna
it?
ask today. Yeah.
One word.
Blink is one word. But
Yay.
182 are numbers.
Yep. So okay. Yeah. And I did. Okay. Yay! Morale
Nice.
continues to
You
soar.
asked if it was Blink 182?
Huh?
Or are you just celebrating before you ask?
Is it Blink 182?
Yes.
I thought you said yay that you got it.
No.
All right. I'm getting another water, so I'll be right back.
Okay. So yeah, you got those 2 softballs and 8 questions, so that's better. So now we'll get back to some more difficult ones.
Uh-oh.
Or I don't know, maybe ones that you wouldn't.
Whoa, what the fuck was that?
Something fell apart.
The desk had his revenge, you guys. Sorry if it hit the microphone. What did I miss?
Nothing. We're
Next band. I'm into this now. I'm feeling good. How are you guys feeling in the chat? Are we feeling good? Are we ready for another one? Whoop.
yeah. All right. This one might have to think about a little more.
Damn it.
So who's first?
Anyone.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, I'll save you a question. Or no, I'm not gonna do that because I might change. Never mind.
He's
Go
going to
ahead.
go through and there's not going to be any female-fronted bands. And he's trying to tell us that there's not. But there is. There's probably one.
You don't know.
I was gonna ask.
You
that.
know? Is
Go ahead
that,
and
do you
ask the
want that to be the first question, Josh?
Yeah. Is it a female-fronted band?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Javi,
I just saw Javi's question.
yeah, is it?
What is his question?
Is it butt rock?
Oh, because it's like blacked out on my. It's like.
I don't think they
It
can say
doesn't-
butt on Twitch.
Yeah.
Can you not
It
say
just
butt?
says it is it, and then it's a bunch of stars.
Oh, I can see it.
I
That's
can't
funny.
see it. That's funny.
Man, it's
Soulqueef didn't know that was a genre. So, what we affectionately call butt rock is going to be like your
Seethers.
Seether, saliva, your Creed. You know, I don't know why we call it butt. Just
It's the like,
JK. Yeah,
yeah,
that.
like that like Affliction T-shirt wearing.
Yes.
Like we're gonna
Mm.
play some power chords and just really get
Hinder.
into Hinder. Yeah,
Mm.
I don't, man.
The American flag waving bands.
I'm gonna say no, no.
But they borderline. They're butt rock adjacent. I'm gonna guess because you're like you had to think about it.
That's tough.
Yeah, yeah. You know, take what you want from my reactions.
You
But
could
I'm
be
saying-
purposefully trying to set us off though. Throw us off. All right, whose question is next?
I want you to get them right. I'm not the villain here.
Okay, so what did we ask so far? Female fronted, no.
Fronted is it?
And it
Oh, did you ask?
Female
Oh no,
fronted,
Javi asked the
butt
butt
rock.
rock.
Javi asked if it was butt rock. Are they classic rock?
No.
Are they metal?
No.
Okay.
Javi's turn.
All right. He can kind of jump in when he's available.
Okay.
That way we don't.
Have they won any Grammys?
That's a good question. Let's see. Let me look here. On this Wikipedia here. I don't see anything about.
So no Grammys.
Oh, I'm gonna say no.
Hi, I'm Siri.
Did you guys hear that?
Yeah. Hey Siri.
I'm trying to put my damn. Oh. Yeah, sorry. I'm trying to like turn my notifications off on my computer so I don't get binged every 5 seconds, but hi, I'm Siri.
Javi asked if the singer's first name starts with an E.
It does not.
So they're not metal. We still don't really know like what decade or what genre. So we should probably keep asking those type questions.
Are they currently popular? That's a terrible question.
Yeah. Rephrase that, Josh.
Did they suck? No, no.
Beatles are still currently popular, Josh.
Very true. Well, so that's why the decade question doesn't really help me that much. Like, I'm like,
so many bands, especially rock, they've been bands for
Yeah.
like 30 years.
yeah, and
But
they're
this-
still.
All we know is they're not classic rock and they're not
Maybe
metal.
help you to ask like what decade they formed or what decade they were at their peak, because that kind of helps.
Yeah.
Because Rolling Stones are still active, but this
And they're
isn't
still
their
playing
peak.
arenas.
Yeah, I mean, they would still play in arena, so.
I still wouldn't consider it their peak decade.
Okay, Soulqueef had a
Sure.
good question.
When you think of their peak, you're thinking like when they're getting nominated for awards, when they're putting out gold records. That's their peak.
Yeah. But
So
they don't have any Grammys.
Soulqueef had a good question I'm going to jump in. Do they have a recent hit?
No.
They're teetering on butt rock.
That's just my opinion based on his reaction because he had to think about it.
JT's got
Do
a
you-
question, but you'd have to switch it to a yes or no.
Rephrase it.
The 2000 question?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did they did they peak before 2000?
No.
Okay.
So they're probably like an early 2000s band. Because are they rap rock?
No.
Do they have a different lead singer? Like a new lead singer recently? Not recently, but in the last like 5 years.
No.
Okay. I was thinking of a band that could be teetering on the whole butt rock thing. I don't consider them butt rock. But it's probably not on your list, so
Well, I said they aren't butt rock.
I know, but it was like how TJ said. It was just your reaction.
Mm-hmm.
You had to think about it.
Yeah, the teetering. Yeah, maybe treading the line there, but they're not.
Do they have any is their biggest hit a duet with somebody else?
No. What would that be? Are you thinking like Cedar or something?
It's funny because the band I was thinking of, I saw them on tour with Seether, so they fit that like mold. But
Yes, JT. We asked. That was the first question. No females in the band.
oh, man,
I think ask another so we asked metal, we asked butt rock. Did we ask any other genres? I don't think so.
it's so hard in the rock category. Like, are they punk? Besides, are they a punk band?
No.
Okay, so it's like they're rock, but
Okay.
Gosh, you threw that away.
Rock, but
Do you
not
think punk
rock,
would
but
teeter on butt rock?
rock.
no. Oh yeah, I did throw that away.
That's why I asked rap rock. You know,
Did we ask metal already? I can't remember.
was
How
there
many questions
peak,
are we
Answer
in?
to Javi's question, yes.
was there peak between 2000 and 2005? So yes. That's a very
here's the thing.
narrow
That's
margin.
Yeah, that's
I'm
Wow.
feeling a little suspect here because Javi's not on the stream here. I can't see him. He could be over
Googling
there,
bands.
Googling
Oh.
bands.
no.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
well,
I'm
I
okay
mean,
with
it works for us.
I'll allow it.
You're on the honor system over here. I'm supposed to be cheating.
Are there vocalists? Do they have a vocalist and a screamer?
No.
Did we already ask if they were metal and it was no?
Mm-hmm.
Correct. You got 5 more questions and a guess.
Oh my god. We are so
That-
bad at this, dude.
I know, but in that time frame is like
Very
what?
specific.
Yeah. Hmm.
To
Is
answer
this-
your question, Soul Queef, it would be no because I just answered Javi's question yes, that their peak was 2000, 2005.
I already asked his question.
Like no.
about the recent hit. That's why we were like stuck on like the 2000s time. But also because we are assuming they're butt rock adjacent, that they're not like an emo band, which is like the biggest, or hardcore. Oh
Yeah.
my God. So I'm assuming it's not a band like that.
Which also I feel like the emo could be construed as like punk, depending on how Steve views it too. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, no, I can differentiate those.
Okay.
You might want to.
Does the sing?
Always ask about demographics or like.
Does the singer play an instrument?
No. More questions.
Okay. Soulfleet said, I wonder how this band would think about being identified as butt rock adjacent.
Hey,
This is
I
just
feel
how...
like the Nearly Deads have been butt rock adjacent a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Revenge is pretty butt rock adjacent.
Is it butt? Javi goes, is it butt metal?
It's so funny because like I can't see it on mine. They block it out.
You can't.
Javi's just cursing at like.
Pre-2000. Okay, so 2000 and 2005. So 2000, like, one.
Now, was that just meant like that was their peak? Like they could still be around?
I can only answer yes or no.
Mm,
And
Yeah.
yes to their peak, which you could narrow that down with a question.
Well, I don't know. I'm not gonna take your question.
when they
I was-
were on their peak, when they were in their peak, were they on? Was TRL still around in 2000, or was it gone by that point?
like late '90s, early 2000s.
Have they ever been on an MTV special?
To TV or radio.
Have they ever performed on like an MTV awards or anything like that?
I don't know. I'd have to research that. Could you rephrase it to like, could they have?
No, let me just ask a different question. Oh God, I have so many bands swirling around in my head, and I just like don't. But there's no rapping. But the singer doesn't play an instrument, so that narrows it down quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
What singers?
Oh wait. Actually, I have to rephrase that. I have to re-answer that.
Okay, go ahead and re-answer.
Well, man, that's a tough question because can he play an instrument or does he?
What is he
Like, does he
They
play an
known
instrument majority of the time?
in the band? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no to the majority of the time.
Okay. But he can play an instrument.
Yeah, because I mean, there's some bands that I know where it's like the singer typically doesn't, but for certain songs they'll like bust out
An
guitar.
acoustic or yeah.
Oh my God, this is so hard. Oh my God. Why are we so bad at this?
I'll be
I
asked
know.
Disturbed, and the answer is no. So you got 3 more questions. And beyond.
Because I don't know if I would necessarily call Disturbed metal, but I feel like they definitely aren't. They are kind of between metal and but I would if you were like, oh, are they a metal band? I probably would put Disturbed in as like a metal band.
Yeah, they're like new metal.
New metal, yeah. Are they new metal? Is this band new metal?
No.
Fuck. Okay.
Did we ask if they were emo yet?
No. But you can
But
ask
I'm
that if
like,
you want. I
we-
feel like that's a
are
waste.
Are we looking too much into the whole adjacent to butt rock thing?
Maybe we are. Because
'Cause
what we
it's
do
such
know
a-
is that their peak was between 2000 and 2005.
And that to me speaks like Warped Tory emo
Yeah.
band. You know,
Also, but
shortcut-
new metal too, I feel like. But they're
Yeah,
not new
yeah.
metal.
But see, we think that because when we were in high school in the early 2000s, we were listening to the emo Warped Tour stuff. But
No, I
that's-
definitely was listening to
but there was plenty of like
butt rock. High school.
rock and stuff. that
Definitely
was
listening to Papa Roach and Linkin Park. But Linkin Park's not, is it Linkin Park?
No.
Okay.
Now, one
Linkin
more
Park is
question.
not butt rock or any of that. They're in their own. And you already said there's no rap. So why did I ask if it was Linkin Park? God almighty. Oh, boy.
Question, I guess. Like,
Oh man.
because for example, you already guessed the Chevelle. Chevelle was early 2000s. They're not emo. They're not, you know. It just depended on what. But our brains, since we were a bunch of scene kids, we think all the hardcore.
Yeah.
And
That's like where all my
that's like we were in at that time. But there was plenty of other stuff going on.
No, I was, like I said, I was definitely listening to Papa Roach.
Is it Papa Roach?
No. Is it?
I literally don't know. We have one question left, and I have no. I couldn't even. There's not a question that
Question and a guess.
Are there. Are they more than a three-piece?
would. I swear, if there are 3 Ps. Well, that in the singer. of the
Yeah,
band.
Wait, what
sure.
was the answer?
Yes, they are more than a free.
More than a three-piece. Okay.
So now you have to guess. This is your guess.
Do we only get one guess?
Yeah, you only get one guess. It's
I'm gonna
20
guess Godsmack because Spider One put it in there, and that's a good guess.
It is not
for it.
God. The answer was Audio Slave.
Oh,
Dude, I should have. Yeah.
I wasn't even think. Yeah, there's so
They were
many
only around
bands.
from 2001 to 2007, so their peak
Yeah.
was like before 2005. There are 4
Wow.
Ps. Chris Cornell mostly just sings in it, but he
Yeah.
occasionally plays guitar.
Okay. Well, so now I'm gonna ask is any of the members passed on every time?
I was thinking
Because
of
that would have
asking
helped
because-
that would have helped narrow it down.
Yeah, because I was definitely thinking Linkin Park there for a while.
Yeah.
But
All right. Next band.
Okay, so that was 1, 2, 3.
All right, guys. Well, you guys were on the right track because Godsmack is kind of in that. Disturbed is kind of in that, right? Wait, what was the band?
Audio Slave.
Audio Slave. They definitely probably would have been on Ozfest together or whatever, right? Audio Slave was kind of like that. I don't know. But then I was also thinking like it could be Incubus, it could be Hoobastank, it could be like a million cuz like that to me is still, but I would, because of that early 2000s, like there was always like a DJ in those bands, like Limp Bizkit,
Yeah.
Incubus, like, you know, even Linkin Park, they all had like that DJ thing. So that to me is like new metal, but not Incubus. What would they even be considered? Just their own thing.
Yeah.
It's just like rock. Let's call it like.
All
that
right.
was-
That's
that was
so
2000.
broad though.
It's so broad.
That was 2000s alternative rock, basically.
God, this is hard. All right. Is new metal just non-traditional metal? I think new metal, I follow this YouTube channel called Trash Theory, and I highly suggest you guys, I support their Patreon. he does all these like history of modern music videos and new metal. New metal is like Korn, and it's typically almost always some sort of rap involved with the music. Like new metal is like who's the like Youth of the Nation band? We are POD, like
Yeah.
that kind of band. Korn. Yeah, it's like rap metal. But
Yeah.
rap and metal like really go hand in hand. Like when Jordan is writing like lyrics and they're like you're kind of spitting like very similarly when you're like screaming, that rhythmic kind of thing. So it like lends itself together.
New metal is anything that I consider new metal all those bands that are like they were heavy and they kind of chug and power chord,
Yeah.
but they're not like, but they're drums, but they still have kind of a pop sensibility to their writing.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah,
like
it's not like shreddy.
it's not like Metallica
Yeah.
or you know, those types of metal bands where it's just straight up.
Yeah. It's not
It's
as
very-
heavy. It's more
It's still
yeah.
drop tuning. It's still growly you know, heavy vocals and stuff, but it's got this pop sensibility to it.
All right, we got to move on because we only have 30 minutes left.
I'm gonna do one more. That'll be 5, and we'll do a bonus round.
Okay. Because
So,
we really
now I
sucked
gotta
at this.
pick-
I don't know why we thought
I
we had
know.
time for 10 bands.
So terrible.
Let's do like light. Let's do faster.
3 out of 4, so that's not bad. This last one, I gotta pick which one I want to do. I was gonna do one for you, TJ, but I feel like it would be too hard for me to answer the questions. Well, I was gonna do, since you just went and saw Rob Zombie.
Oh, you're going to do Rob Zombie?
Yeah, but it's just like looking at the Wikipedia. It's just like White Zombie, Rob Zombie. All of that's like combined into one.
Yeah.
Like the mid '80s to now. I'm just like, it's too. Okay, but I got another one for you, TJ. So this is a TJ
Okay.
one.
Yay.
So you guys go ahead.
It's going to be one of 5 bands, you guys. So, real quick, do you guys consider New Year's Day a new metal band?
Aren't they that kind of like Pierce the Veil-y sort of scene metal?
They're pretty
I don't-
heavy, but I don't know.
I don't think they're.
I
like
don't- I
new-
wouldn't
what
say-
we think
I
as
also
new
think
metal.
new metal is exclusive early 2000s. I don't think new metal is like still around.
Yeah.
Those bands are still around, but that, yeah, I don't think new metal is. I wouldn't say they were new metal. More like just straight up like heavy rock,
Yeah.
like hard
Yeah.
rock.
Yeah, I don't know. Those kind of, I call them like screamo or.
Yeah. Yeah,
Those kinda-
Screamo was a
Yeah.
thing too. Okay, next band. Are we ready for the questions? Are you ready for questions?
Are we using Tommy, or I mean Javi's
Well,
question?
yeah, let's use Javi's
Let's
question.
start with his. Yeah.
But it has to be a yes or no question. So, is the lead singer deceased?
No.
Me
Yeah.
could this genre be considered emo?
Yes.
Does their band name start with the?
Yes.
I narrowed it down to 2.
That's a great question, though. That really narrows it down.
Yeah.
Especially if the genre is emo.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't really narrow it down. They all start with the.
Javi's turn for a question.
Javi
Yeah.
just went for it. Okay. I was going to next if he didn't.
Yeah. Was that the band?
Yeah.
You made it too easy. You're like, this one's for TJ. And it's like, okay, well, it's either going to be the used Alkaline Trio or like maybe like the Dresden Dolls or something off the wall.
All right, we'll do one more and then the bonus one.
Yeah, do one more. That was too easy. And no more hints.
Or we're just really smart. We're just really good at
I
this game.
don't think, is this controversial that I don't think that the used is emo though?
They're categorized as emo, screamo,
Screamo,
post-hardcore.
post-hardcore.
But see, I always thought of all that stuff as like punky pop punk kind of stuff. I've just
I
always
think
considered
emo
it,
as like Dashboard Confessional, Fall Out Boy's earlier albums. Like, I don't know. The Used was always a little bit heavier than that for me. But so Screamo
Seems
Yeah.
very-
seems more accurate.
yeah.
But like, whatever. I love them. So good band. Good choice. All right,
Yeah.
next one.
All right, somebody start.
Start, Josh.
Is the genre punk?
No.
Do they have any females in the band?
No.
Are there any deceased members of the band?
No.
Are they currently touring in arenas within the last, I don't know, like 10 or so years?
Arenas, no.
Okay. Javi asked, is the genre new metal?
No.
Would they be considered heavy?
You get more specific?
Would they be considered metal? Would they be considered melodic? Heavy
Trying to say.
melodic metal?
No to metal.
Okay. That to me, that's implying they could be a little on the heavier side, though.
Do they have more than one vocalist?
No.
You look like you hesitated to answer that one.
Well, they do not have more than one lead vocalist.
Lead vocalist. Does the lead vocalist play guitar?
Yes.
All right, we haven't narrowed it down at all. This is where we are every fucking
Every
day,
time.
every time. Does their band have a gimmick?
Yes.
Okay, that helps. So they're
Do
they're
they-
not doing arenas currently.
But how you answer that, I feel like they still are pretty popular.
They're
'cause you were
currently
kinda like,
touring, but not in arenas.
"Arenas," Yeah.
Did
Maybe
they ever tour in arenas?
Circumstantial.
Were they ever big enough to play in an arena or large
See-
capacity venue?
That goes back to like where we had the confusion with Chevelle. Like, when
Okay,
you
so maybe
play-
we just
do you
don't
play
perceive
in
them.
or do you mean headline? 'Cause there's a-
Headline.
Okay, so is your question have they ever headlined arenas? No.
Okay.
So they have a thing. Have they? Do they release like have have they released themed albums?
Yes.
It's Coheed and Cambria.
It's Coheed. I knew
Yes.
it. I knew it. Yes.
Woo! We
Yes.
got one. Yes. 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 Yes.
Yes.
High five,
All right.
Josh. Bam.
You've been doing these ones quick. We might get all 10.
Okay. Next.
All right, go.
Shit. Are they hard rock?
No.
Steve, you're the worst. Okay. Oh God.
Javi's typing something, but it's just blank for me.
It's an emoji.
Oh.
It's a birthday emoji with a little like
Yeah.
blower and the confetti.
That's weird that it's blank for you and I don't get the.
All right,
blanks.
everybody in the comments, come on with some questions. We
Yeah.
need help. We're doing great so far though, so thank you all for your help. This has been a lot of fun. So far all we know is not hard rock
And it is not metal.
and it is not metal.
Is it punk?
No.
So it's soft rock.
Was this band popular in prior to the 80s?
Prior is after, right?
No.
Before.
No, before.
Yeah. No. Okay.
Or wait, prior is after.
No, it's not, you guys. It's not.
Is it not? I don't know. Was this band popular in the 90s?
No.
Was this band popular in the 80s?
No.
Is this band currently relatively popular?
Relatively popular.
Oh my God. Is this another like 2000s band? We're so out of touch.
You did now. You said currently, right?
Currently popular, yeah. Are they? Yeah, I mean, are they?
Was their peak? Are they at their peak right now?
Yes.
Mm.
Sorry, I had to do that one for you, Josh. I don't know.
No,
Is
that's
that what you were
fine, yeah.
kind of trying to say?
Yeah,
That's what-
yeah.
They're currently at their peak, so they weren't okay.
Okay.
Is this a well-known band?
No.
Is it us?
Yes.
Really?
us?
That's crazy.
Yes, high five, we got it. Woo!
Nice.
I can't remember who. I think it was Craig who gave us the list of bands on Patreon, and he put us on there.
That's awesome.
We had to guess ourselves, and we nailed it.
Nice.
And I said yes to her at our peak.
We're simultaneously
Yes.
at our peak, but not well known. I should have been. Has this band ever played in arena? No.
No.
Will they one day? Yes. Okay.
Absolutely.
I guess next band.
One more.
We can do one more and then the lightning round
Lightning round.
or the bonus.
The bonus was the us, but
Oh, okay.
That is a good bonus.
That was
It-
fun. That was funny.
we can do one more if you want, or wrap it up.
Why did you have to think about were we popular before the 70s or before the 80s? You were
No,
like,
Well, because if prior meant after, then anything after the 70s, then right now is after the 70s.
Yeah,
so
no.
I'm trying to
No, I
figure
was
out-
trying to guess if it was like a classic rock band because we haven't had any classic rock bands. They've all been like 2000s
they've all-
and early
They're all
and
90s and later.
90s and 2000s.
Rob Zombie was 85. Well,
Mm.
no. I had Metallica listed.
His peak-
They were 80s.
His peak was in the late 90s though.
Yeah. That's the hard thing with, a lot of these, it's like, oh, well, they formed in the 90s, but Or like The Cure and Depeche Mode, they formed in the 80s. Beastie Boys formed in the 80s, but they didn't like hit it big till 90s.
Yeah.
All right. One. Are we doing one more?
Yeah, one more.
One more. Last one. And Soulqueef already was making fun of the fact that Steve had to go, are we heavy rock?
Well, it's one of those things that I don't think we ever consider ourselves heavy. We have some
No.
heavy songs, but
Yeah.
I would
We're not
say
like
we're
hard
like
rock.
alternative.
We're like pop
But we're not
rock.
punk. I
Yeah.
answer no to punk. It's like we're alternative. We're just kind of in the middle.
Pop punk,
Yeah.
alternative, pop rock. I think pop rock is like the most accurate. Butt rock adjacent.
But it's tough. Yeah, but we're also, you listen
Yeah.
to Revenge, and that's butt rock adjacent. So
Yeah,
like,
we are butt rock adjacent. That is.
we're
We
just
we
whatever
really
the
are.
fuck it's
Can
gonna
we
be.
edit that in like the bio?
Maybe that's why nobody wants to work with us, because you can't define us, because it's just like we
It's
got
too
punk
hard.
songs,
Yeah.
pop
Mm.
rock songs, we got heavy rock songs. We just do what we want.
People don't know how to like compartmentalize us, which going back to your industrial light and magic thing, I feel like this is a pro. Can only be a pro for us because we are authentically 100% us. If we don't fit into somebody's box of what genre they think we should be in, then fuck them. They're just not with it. Or
Yeah,
maybe
and
we
this
just suck.
makes the even more. It just adds more to the diversity.
JT said, or not JT, well, JT said TND equals awesome rock. And then Soulqueef said we have range, which I love that word. And then Javier said TND equals pop butt rock.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Let's start that.
Pop butt rock.
Butt rock.
But
I also like awesome rock.
Butt
If
rock
people-
is pop,
they were-
though. Butt rock
It
is
is
like
pop.
on the radio. What's the band I'm thinking of that everybody like loves to hate on?
Shinedown's a big butt
No,
rock.
the guy
band.
Chad Kroger,
Nickelback.
Nickelback?
Nickelback. That's the quintessential butt rock band. But you know, they're so
Very
successful and their songwriting is great. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just like that certain type of like frat rock, maybe.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay, this last one will be a fun one.
we're not making fun of it. Which is that's the only way we know how to describe it. Oh, questions. Okay, Josh, you go first.
We
Whoa.
start this.
It's my desk.
Boring.
Sorry, guys. The new desk is like, it's my cat. It's her spirit.
Is the band butt rock?
No.
Okay.
Do they have any females in the band?
No.
Are they a three-piece?
No.
Would they be considered a heavy metal band?
No.
So not a three-piece, right? That was a no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would they be considered an emo band?
No.
Are they classic rock?
No.
Cool.
Were they popular before the 2000s?
Yes.
Were they popular in the 90s specifically?
Yes.
JT, there was no females in the band.
Correct.
So they were popular in the 90s, but Soulqueef says, do they get a lot of current radio presence?
Mm.
That's a good question.
It's hard with the word a lot.
Okay, so we'll just go with like yes because they are currently played on the radio. So maybe they did.
Yeah, that's the question. Yes, they still
Are still
being-
on the radio.
Okay.
Javi asked if they were a popular band, not an obscure Warped Tour band.
Yes, popular band.
Okay.
Does the singer play an instrument?
Yes.
Are any of the members of the band deceased?
I don't think so.
Okay. 90s. Not metal. Not punk.
No, you didn't ask that.
I asked emo.
Oh, not emo. Okay.
Yeah.
Are they punk?
Yes.
Okay.
They're not a three-piece though.
No, JT just asked, did we ask if they were more than 3? Did we ask if they were more than 3 yet? So not a 3-piece.
You asked if they were a 3-piece, or you asked if they were a 3-piece. I said no.
So not
You
a
did
3-piece.
not ask if there was more than 3.
Well, what?
So they could be a 2-piece. Is it the Beastie Boys? No, there's 3 of them.
That's 3.
Shit. Okay, that doesn't count. I didn't mean to ask that. that
So
doesn't
it
count.
could be a 2-piece.
A 2-piece.
Well, I'm not saying it is or isn't. I'm just saying you asked, is it a 3-piece?
But they're punk.
Yeah.
90s punk. In their prime,
Does
were they touring? Were they playing large capacity venues?
Yes.
are they still a band now?
Yes. I enjoy watching y'all think.
I kind of have an idea. But
I have a band I'm thinking of too. I don't know if we're on the same page though.
I know. Still open-ended.
Are they on the festival circuit currently?
I mean, I have no idea who's on playing the current festivals. I haven't looked into it. I can't say yes or no. That.
Oh my god, you guys, that's the
Is
tape.
that the tape?
That's the
It sounds
tape.
so crazy. Delude.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Hey, but that would make a cool sound for Industrial Light and Magic.
It
This
would.
LED
Yeah.
I'm gonna get out my
like
Yeah.
wire.
I'm gonna
That's
get out my
cool.
microphone and record it and put it in my next little ditty that I'm making.
Yeah, JT made a good point. Yeah, I can't think of a 2-piece. Well, yeah, I can think of
Dresden
one.
Dolls, Maids of
Rock.
State, but nothing in White Stripes.
Stripes is the
White
only
Stripes,
one.
but are they considered punk? Really? Because I was
Yeah.
thinking White Stripes.
Ish.
Oh no, I'm talking. I've already said it's not White Stripes
Alright.
because I brought him up. I was just because JT was saying this isn't a question, and we were trying. I was trying to think of 2-piece rock bands.
Does
Only one I can think of. Man, have I had the pleasure of seeing them live? I have not seen them live, Javi. So, no.
So okay, it's a punk band, 90s, but they are still on the radio. So that means they probably had a couple hits in the 90s. And used to play in arenas. Right? That was established.
Hmm.
And they're more than a 3-piece, or yeah, they're not a 3-piece. Blink-182 was already one of the bands, so it's not them. Was
and like
Green Day?
like they still
Like I
are
did
huge,
Blink-182
you know?
twice.
Huh?
Blink's on their plate.
I said I
Green-
did Blink twice.
But Green Day
No,
is
Green
like-
Day is a 3-piece, so
and they're still technically they have 4 now, but they're still like arenas,
Well,
selling out arenas.
and then when I think of like festivals, I think of like, because I was thinking it was the Offspring,
That's who I was thinking. That's literally where my mind was.
We're on the same page, but I'm like,
Yeah.
they're still putting out music and like I don't know, festival circuit. Like they play festivals all the time. Like I don't know if you guys just don't pay attention to like the big music festivals that are out there, but like them.
I was saying I can't answer that because I haven't paid attention
Yeah.
at all to who's playing festivals in 2022.
You know,
They could
like
be, they may not be. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know festivals.
Is it the Offspring?
Yes.
It was?
Yes. Awesome.
You got that
That's
one.
literally, I was thinking that a while ago.
Yeah.
We had to been thinking that at the same time. Yeah.
good job. Good job, everybody. We did good.
Nice.
That was
Yeah.
fun. We actually
were.
did okay.
Yeah. The only one you didn't get was Audio Slave.
And it's the
Yeah.
only one I didn't answer.
Well, pretty
And that's a hard one. I feel like that was hard mode right there.
That was
honestly.
hard mode. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, yeah. Cool. This was a lot of fun, guys. Thanks for joining us via chat, Javier.
Yeah.
And we will see you guys the first week of every month on the first Wednesday of every month.
Yeah, doing it this way, we just need more time to focus on the album and getting stuff pulled together. It will also give us more time to think of fun things to do like this, and we can make these streams 2 hours long or whatever. We can make these a little bit longer since we only do them once a month, and do more fun interactive things rather than us just mumbling.
About our
Yeah.
problems
Yeah.
and about our
You know, we may change like once production on the album's pretty much wrapped up. Who knows? Maybe we'll go every other week or something so we can hang out with you more. But for now, we need to focus on the record and
so August
done.
the 31st is literally a Wednesday, so the first Wednesday of September is the 7th, so it'll be a couple weeks for 5 weeks this time around, but we will see you in September. And in the meantime, if you guys want to hang out with us and interact with us, we have an official Discord. We have our Patreon. You guys can like interact with us on there. All of our social medias, Instagram, all of that good stuff. We're always around.
Yeah, Discord is a great place to, we respond to comments and stuff on, our social medias. But if you're wanting to just like chat with us, outside of these streams, go to our Discord.
Yeah. That's the public one. Patrons have their own private Discord too. So I think maybe next time when there's questions, we can also post them in the Discord.
Yeah.
That way
Yes.
people don't miss them.
Right. So yeah, you can hang out with us in between streams there.
Yeah, and we'll make it.
We like to post memes and talk
Yeah.
about games and movies and
All that
yeah,
good stuff.
I think I got a new episode of What We Do in the Shadows. I think is tonight. Or I'm bummed because I recently discovered Only Murders in the Building, and I was so hyped on it, and I was like binging it, and I didn't realize the second season they're in the middle of it. So I just like I got to an episode and it just stopped, and I was like, wait. Watch the next one, and it's like, oh, this is still live. I gotta wait a week to see them now. Son of a bitch. But yeah, if anybody I was never really into true crime podcasts, but I've listened to them. But if anybody likes true crime, Hulu has a show called Only Murders in the Building, and it's friggin' hilarious. But it's Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Selena Gomez. And the whole premise, it's like a comedy, but kind of spoofing true crime.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole premise is they all live in this like ritzy building in New York. Steve Martin's an old washed out actor. Martin Short's an old washed out playwright, and Selena Gomez is like the daughter of rich person. She just lives there alone. So there's no reason for them to be friends, but they all like discover they love this true crime podcast. So that's how they like meet each other and start hanging out. Well, then somebody in their building commits suicide, but they don't think it's a suicide. So they decide they're going to start their own podcast and solve the murder, figure out who murdered. And so then of course they do the whole thing. It's almost like the movie Clue, where they like all the other tenants in the building are like suspects and they're figuring out. But of course, being Steve Martin, it's that kind of comedy and it's goofy, but the murder mystery aspect of it is actually really good too, because not only is it funny, but at the end of each episode I'm just like, oh shit, did they do that? Like, yeah, that's right, that tenant said that thing or whatever. And it's really good. I just randomly started watching it and I'm hooked. Good
All
night,
right,
Javi.
well, Javi has to go give Eli a bath, so thanks for joining us. Any final thoughts, guys?
Yeah, a lot of you in the chat said you had my book, and I really appreciate the support. Thanks for reading. Thanks for purchasing. And if you have a second in your day, if you could go on Amazon and rate it or give it a little review, that would help out a lot. I appreciate it.
Nice. You heard it here, guys. Go on Amazon, buy Steve's book, and leave a
got it right
comment, leave a
here.
review.
Need to see
Rate
what
and
it looks
review.
like.
The Broken
if you-
Man by S.C. Toby.
Yep.
The cover
Excited.
looks really cool, too.
I
love
like
it.
it. I love the mat. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
My sister did the cover.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
All right, any final thoughts, Joshy?
Zip it up and zip it out.
Zippity doo dah. All right,
zippity-doo.
guys. Well,
No,
we will
thank
see
you.
we will see
Thanks.
you guys in September. And in the meantime, please hang out with us on our Discord and our Patreon. Your support is so meaningful to us. We would just like to thank all of you guys who do currently support us on our Patreon. And of course, we have extra special goodies for you guys all the time, behind the scenes photos and stuff like that. I will be in the studio in a couple of weeks, and I'll definitely be posting some stuff exclusive to the patrons. And we're super excited for the new record, and you guys are making it happen. So thanks, everybody, and have a wonderful night. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.